Hi, this is Sam with St. Violet, and we're going to do a quick walkthrough of how to use your St. Violet digital planners in GoodNotes on your computer. I'll be using the novel workbook as an example, but the process is the same for all of our digital planners and workbooks. Once you download your planner PDF, open GoodNotes and either drag the file directly into GoodNotes, or you can click on New, Import, and then manually upload it to GoodNotes. GoodNotes will then create a new notebook from the file. By default, you'll be in edit mode, which allows annotation and changes to the PDF. If you want to navigate the planner normally and be able to click on the built-in hyperlinks throughout the document, go ahead and switch to read-only mode. You can do that by clicking on this icon in the top left corner. Now we are in read-only mode. So most St. Violet digital planners include internal hyperlinks for navigation. For example, in the novel workbook, I have created an index page that lists out every different guide, worksheet, prompt list, what have you throughout the entire planner. And you can click on any one of these and it'll take you directly to that page. So for this, let's go ahead and click on the section for character development, and let's go to main character outline. So to type directly into the planner, you can switch back into edit mode and then select the text tool. Once you have the text tool selected, you can click anywhere on the page and begin typing. So with the text editing, options are fairly limited, but you can do some basic formatting. You can adjust the text size, you can adjust the text box size. You can also duplicate whatever text you've typed. Even then, there may be circumstances where you need to duplicate a page. For example, if you want to reuse this page, this main character outline, multiple times for multiple projects, or maybe you have multiple supporting characters, so you need to use the supporting character outline several times. There may be cases where you need to duplicate a page. So if you need extra copies of a worksheet or planning page, or maybe you just want to duplicate a note page so you can have a little bit more space to put your answers, you can open the thumbnail view over here on the left-hand side, and then find the page that you want to duplicate. You can click this little arrow button and it'll give you a whole bunch of options. For what we're doing right now, you would go ahead and press duplicate, and it'll just make a copy of that page right after the original version. Depending on why you needed to duplicate the page, you might not want this copy to live here. So in that case, you can reorder pages by simply just dragging it to wherever you want it to be. You can also delete pages. So I don't actually want this page duplicated, so I'm going to go ahead and click that button again and then go to move to trash. You could go through all of the different character worksheets like character journey, and you can do this for each character for each of your projects, and then instead of just keeping them like living in this document, you can actually come here and export to a PDF or whatever, or you can also move to and either add it to another planner that you have, or you can create an entirely new document with this completed page. And then every time you complete a page for that character or for that project, you can just export it to that workbook. And that is a way that you can keep your completed pages as you're working through this and building out your novel, building out your different projects, building out your character arcs, whatever, and keep it really streamlined and easy to like flip through and access. Lastly, I would like to show you how to insert images directly into your planner. This can be really helpful for mood boards, reference images, inspiration, or other types of visual planning. For example, you might want to include a reference image of what your character looks like, or reference images for your setting, something like that. Also, I do have the Creative Planner pulled up here. There's a lot of space within the Creative Planner for just like sketching out ideas, and you can draw directly into GoodNotes if you have some kind of like Wacom tablet or pen tool that you want to use, or if you did just want to use images that you already have saved to your device, you can upload them directly into the planner, or in this case into the novel workbook. So it's pretty straightforward, just like everything else in GoodNotes so far. So you'd go up to the top, click on the image icon, choose where you're pulling your image from, select your image. Alright, so that's it. Your planner is fully customizable, so feel free to adapt it to your process and workflow. And if you have any questions, reach out anytime.